Hello everyone. I'm just doing an impromptu stream today. No chat, no nothing. Well, chat for you guys, but not on screen. If there's even anybody here yet, I don't know. Impromptu. Okay, here, now we have people coming in. For some reason, it's not telling me. Hopefully if I refresh my YouTube, it won't drop me. Can't watch, it's 12 in the morning, gotta go to sleep. Sorry about that. Flynn is here. Charles is here. My YouTube is acting funny. Kinda sucks. David's here. Well, hello everyone. Alright, so I got a lot of new fish today, and I wanted to show one of them off. Floating Seahawks. My hat has fish in it, yep. Siamese algae eater. What's in the box? Oh, Nisi saw. So if anyone follows me on Instagram, I posted 2 very big boxes of fish today. Zach's Tank's crazy aquarium guy. Yeah, 1 a.m. there. Thanks for showing up. So tomorrow's video is going to be a real unboxing video, unlike Saturday's video or Sunday's video, which was not an unboxing video. Charles says, I saw those boxes, it said goldfish. It's not all goldfish. Wait, he's got an instant? If you mean Instagram, yep, it's in the comments or in the description down below. More plecos? Yeah, there were plecos. Some of them are goldfish? Maybe. I mean, you're going to have to wait. I'm only here to show off one of the fish. I'm only going to be on for like a half hour because I'm still working in the fish room, but it's break time. I needed something to drink. Craig says, I need a 50-gallon lowboy in my life. Boo, goldfish. Well, just because the box says goldfish, one of them is a Dumbo ear plakat. Nope. You're wrong, Charles. You're wrong. Enter name here. When I asked yesterday when the next unboxing video and you said you weren't planning any, yeah, well, you know, things happen. I certainly was not planning it. This just happened today. No, not a stingray. It's sitting in front of me, so that should give you a pretty good clue. Mickey Mouse platy. No, it's right here. I swear I'm not just pointing to my junk. It's actually right here on the desk. Great white. Alright, well I might as well just show you. It is a Betta. This is one of the fish, if you can even see it. I don't know, you can kind of see it in there. That's one of many though. One of many. You're gonna have to watch tomorrow's video. There's 2 boxes of fish, people, and so this one fish did not come in 2 big boxes. Wait, I was right. It's the Dumbo ear plakat. No, it's not a plakat. It is a Dumbo ear, but it's not a plakat. Yep, the Betta. I actually got 3 of them, and they're acclimating. Although I just took this one out, so clearly it's not acclimating right now. The Betta is nice, but what's so special about it? That's it. It's nice. They're nice fish. Did you get more tetras? I didn't get more bleeding heart tetras. Dwarf arowana? Yeah, that would be pretty rad. What's up, Bob? What's up, Steven? It's a Dumbo ear blue whale. My hat? Oh, yeah, I have about a half hour to kill, so I figured I'd come on and say hi to everyone. If I wasn't taking a break in the fish room, I wouldn't even have brought that fish up, but... Single rummy nose still kicking it? Yep. Yep, that fish is never gonna die. Where can I get that hat? I got this hat on fanatics.com. Matt says, Bob, you should get a goby. I agree. I should get some gobies. I'm gonna get saltwater gobies though. Well, a saltwater goby. Or a jawfish. Steven says, I decided to get my discus from the wet spot. Bob, I think by now you should know better than to expect you to get super red kois. You've been playing this entire time. There haven't been any, man. The ones at the wet spot suck. How are the Bleeding Heart Tetras doing? How much did they cost you? Alejandro, the Bleeding Heart Tetras are doing great, and I think I got them for $3.50 a piece due to quantity discount. I think they're normally about $4 each, so not too much, but every little bit helps. Kyle says, what is your advice for a new aspiring aquarist looking to make a hobby selling fish to local fish store? Well, you're going to have to build a relationship with your local fish store, kind of like I have. It's taken a very long time, so you're going to have to be patient. Chances are they've already got people breeding for them, so you just need to go in there. You need to keep going in there. You need to talk to them, find out what they want you to breed, what they'll buy, what they'll pay for them, things like that. Jax says, Bob, where's a good place to buy a trio of guppies? Aquabid.com. David says, Charles, how are those angelfish doing? Charles doesn't know because he's not there. Fish in a corner says, gotta go buy cutting wood for my rack. No breeding. Charles says, no breeding behavior. I need to get chat on the screen. That's what I need to do. Otherwise, I'm going to have to read every single one of these. You should get a candy basslet. I'm going to look that up right now. I'm not getting any more 10-gallon tanks, Matt. I have like 100 of them. I don't need any more. If I was getting gobies, I would get a 4-foot tank and keep them in a 4-foot tank. What am I looking at? A candy basslet? I don't know. I really want a jawfish. Yeah, those are pretty neat. Better look up some details on this. I'm sure I'll end up with a goldfish eventually. Just no room for one right now. Or maybe I did get some. Aquatics hobbyist, hey guys, finally caught another live stream. A short one. Did we reveal the fish yet or no? So I got a lot of new fish, but the one I'm showing off today is my new Betta fish. Which is crazy, because if you would have asked me a year ago if I like Betta fish, I would have said, heck no. I would never have one. And now I have 4 of them. Hey, Solid Gold is live right now. I had no idea she did live streams. I want to purchase some angelfish, some plants, and sponge filters. Where? All of the above at once? I don't know, but you can get angelfish from the Wet Spot Tropical Fish, from Aquabid. Nisi says yes and no. We got a sneak peek at the beta, but yeah, there's still more. I think candy basslets are around 1,000. Well, they're on Live Aquaria for $60. Oh no, that's not it. Why did I click on that? Wrong basslet. Never mind. Where's the Betta going? That's the problem. So I got 3 of them today, and I don't have room for all 3. Enter name here. It's her first live stream. Dank Tanks wants to know what kind of reptiles did you have? Mainly lizards. Few snakes, but mainly lizards. Zach's Tank's Crazy Aquarium Guy wants to know how he can share a background video for my live stream. If you have Gmail, hopefully you have Google, you can send it to me at Steenfott Aquatics at gmail.com, and it'll send it as a Google Drive file. Bob, part of your hat is invisible? Yep, that's why I chose it. It's her first live stream. Did she schedule it? Because I didn't get any notifications. Everyone's starting to live stream now. It really is. It's impossible to keep up with everyone. You just got to do it whenever you want to do it. That's basically, I mean, there's people that have had their time for a long time, like Saturday. I always do mine on Saturday. Aquarium Co-op does his on Sunday. So you know when certain people are doing them because they've done it for so long. But now there's like 1,000 other people live streaming. It's impossible to keep up with everyone. You're bound to step on toes eventually. She was blank screened for a little bit. My YouTube is broken. It's not telling me my stream health. Like for right now, my live stream is frozen. I'm just assuming that it's working because you guys are still talking. But for me, it's frozen. Video a day in March? No. Not doing another month of this. Melifex smells good enough to rub on my belly. You should try it. All right, I'll rub Melifex on your belly. Just come on over. Divided 10-gallon works well for 3 bettas. I'd rather have them in bigger tanks. Like I got 2 of them in 10-gallon. I've got 3 of them, if you're counting this one, in 10 gallons of water right now. My schedule seems to work out for the regulars. Well, I don't even know your schedule. Is it still Friday? You did it every day for like 2 weeks, and now you hardly ever do it. So I don't know. I'm pretty sure you're still on Friday, though. Friday's not a good day for me. Aquarium Co-op is on his way with Melifex, so it looks like I'll be rubbing Melifex on his belly. Wow, Solid Gold Aquatics is up to 80,000 subscribers. I swear she was just at 50 like 2 months ago. That's insane. Buying Melifex stock. The The best live streams are Bob or Corey's, but the best random haunted basement steam. What? What? I hear that tea tree oil is really good for the skin. Okay. Aquatics Hobbyist says, I saw my first Mabu puffer today. I wanted it 150 pounds though, and I don't have a big enough tank. Yeah, that's the problem. They do like big tanks. Yeah, 78,000 is close enough to 80,000. Let's be real. Who cares when you're talking that much? That's basically in like a couple days she'll be at 80,000. It's her hair. Oh my god, the hat and the it's actually a green screen. Gordon says, hey Bob, the crinum like Corey had in his goldfish tank, how long does it take to get that big? Probably a pretty long time. I've had one for a year, and it's not even close to the size that his is. Mine is probably close to the size of these ones over here. Alejandro says, have you ever used Malefics for fin rot? No, I've actually never had fin rot. Knock on wood. Did I end up going to King's? No. So I asked earlier today, there's a fish store in Seattle called King's Discus. I asked if it would be a good store to visit. Everyone, hands down, said absolutely not. Terrible store, so I didn't go. Bob, why did you go to Oregon? Because that's where my family is. Fantastic Fish says, I almost finished all the Corys breeding for profit vids. Awesome. Corys are a good thing to breed. I see you passed 6,000. Yes, I did. I'm slowing down now. I think doing the daily videos every day, I kind of shot up. But now that I think YouTube is used to it, I've kind of leveled off and going back down. Well, that's all right. Can I put a betta fish in a 50-gallon with some gouramis? Probably just depends on what kind of gouramis. Probably dwarf gouramis would be okay. It's a pretty big tank. Seems like there'd be lots of places for everyone to get their own little spot in the tank. Let's see. Michael says, what is a good number of survivors from a bristlenose spawn? I would say like 95% or better. You should get that every time. If you're actually trying to save them. Kevin says, I got into rainbow fish and I like them. Good, rainbow fish are awesome. Enter name here says, yeah, we're not letting you go back. You're doing a video every day for the rest of this channel's life. Guess I'll have to start a new channel. Dwarf gouramis can be aggressive. Yeah, so can betta fish. Tank mates for Gardneri killies. I've kept them in community tanks. Some of them can get pretty angry though. Well, my rubber nose, I'm assuming rubber nose pleco, eat my bleeding heart fry. I would say no if you're talking about rubber lip plecos. As long as you're feeding them enough. They are more of a herbivore, so you should be okay. Ever use Osmocote Plus for root tabs? I have, and it was the worst thing ever, so I don't anymore. Just be careful you don't overdo it on Osmocote, because they are super high in ammonia. Corey number 2 says, I got 4 Corey cats yesterday. They're so funny to watch. Yeah, think if you had like 20 of them. That's amazing. I'm thinking about trying like a huge school of Corys in my 240 gallon. It would be kind of iffy because it would be in there with my puffer. So I'm not sure how that would work out. How do you like your Galaxy Vampire plecos? I love them. Do you ever see it, or is it basically hiding all the time? Well, I see them all the time because they're right in the middle of my fish room. They're not really eye level, but they're, you know, waist level, so they're easy to see them when I want to see them. That being said, I would say they hide probably most of the day, but you'll get to see them. The Fish Life says, guys, I'm doing a Greg Sage fish unboxing. What's up, Bob? What's up, Peter? That would be nice to watch. Yeah, so if you go, you can go on YouTube and find videos of cories in like rivers and in the Amazon and just see massive schools of them. They're really awesome to watch. Orion, my day is going great. How is your day doing? Looks like Bob has plants growing out of his head. Oh yeah. I need to come over here. Oh, what if I come way up here? I'll look like Krusty the Clown. JC Kilotron, tips for setting up a fish room. Plan it out well in advance. Find out what kind of tanks you want, what kind of fish you want, how you want to filter it. Be as detailed as possible. What if instead, Charles says, what if instead of cories for your 240, you got a school of porthole catfish? I don't know, what if? I'd rather have cories. Kyle says, why is driftwood so expensive? Because it costs an arm and a leg to ship. Shipping wood is not cheap. How to treat internal parasites? You can get general cure, you can get erythromycin, you could try salt. What's a good cheap light for a 29-gallon Kurt? You could go on eBay and look up Odyssey LED lights. They're pretty cheap. You could even just get a standard. You could go to like Home Depot and get a chicken brooder light in a light bulb. I've seen that done. Enter name here. I don't think I've ever seen you wear a hat. You are always wearing a hat. I'm always wearing a hat. Everyone agreed that I would do a hair reveal at 100K. Certain people have seen it though. I've let certain people into my circle. Charles is one of them. Where do you get an where do you get a Maboo puffer? I get them from my local fish store. Have you ever thought of offering services to set up nice tanks like yours? Jennifer, a long time ago, once upon a time, I thought about it, but I don't want to maintain tanks. Setting up tanks would be fun, but I don't think people realize how much money it actually is. So I think it would just be a lot of people like scratching their heads if they saw my quote, because I would charge a ton of money. Am I tripping or am I seeing through your head, Bob? I don't know what you're talking about. You must be tripping. Lon is here from Big Fly Multimedia. I've missed a couple of Lon's live streams. I'm hoping I'll be able to catch his tomorrow. Bob, do you have hair or is there another reason for always wearing hats? There's a few different reasons, but I'm not going over it till we get to 100,000 subscribers. That was the deal. James says, loving the idea of 50 bleeding hearts with the puffer. Yeah, I think it would be awesome. Have we seen the fish yet? No. We have seen one of them. This guy here, who now, unfortunately, is spending way too much time in a cup. My new Dumbo Ear Betta. Dumbo Ear Half Moon is what they called it. Whatever the heck that means, I don't know. Steen, what kind of sponge filters are in your breeding for profit tank? They look huge. I don't know what brand they are, but one of them is like 7 inches, a 7-inch sponge filter. I have 16 of them and I love them. How much would a Maboo puffer cost? Well, it depends on the size. It depends on where you are. In my area, they run around $200-ish. Bob, didn't you get an LED light from Costco that wasn't... From Costco? Yes. So, Derek, I did get LED shop light from Costco. It was $39.99 for a 4-foot light. The Fish Life says when I get to 100 subscribers, I'm going to do a giveaway. Charles says my local fish store makes a ton of money by doing tank maintenance for people who can't afford to drop $10K on a saltwater tank but unwilling to learn how to care for them. Yeah, my local fish store does saltwater and freshwater maintenance, but definitely a lot of saltwater. Maboo puffers cost as much as a cat when it comes to food, maybe more. Yeah, I'm not looking forward to when mine is big, but I've kept really big monitor lizards, and it's certainly can't be any more. It'll probably be just as expensive as feeding one of my big monitors. So I'm not afraid of the food bill. I've been there before. Do bleeding hearts school tighter than rummy nose? I don't think so. Would you wait till spring? Carter Saunders says, would you wait till spring to get fish from the wet spot shipped to Maryland, or would it be fine to get them shipped now, assuming nice weather? They do use heat packs, and they're pretty good about it, so I think you'd be okay. As long as there's no like major snowstorms in between that's causing like flight delays, I think you'll be okay. Dean says, hi Bob, what's a realistic size tank for a 7-inch Maboo puffer to start out? I mean, you're probably okay in a 75-gallon, but unless you already have the new tank, or you're actually going to get the bigger tank, I probably would stay away from it. And I'm not picking on you, but so many people are like, I'm going to get this fish, and then, you know, in a year or two, I'll get the bigger tank when it needs it. And from what I've seen, that rarely ever happens. The Nerdy Fish says, what type of monitors did you have? I had Nile, Water, and Savannah. I thought he was a dog. I had a Savannah monitor. There's actually an old video of him on my YouTube. And I had Colombian Tegus. Although I wish I had Argentine Tegus, but I had Colombian. Everyone, we must make a total of 100,000 YouTube channels. Well, they got to be active. Enter name here. If they're not active, YouTube deletes them. So that's not going to work. Keaton says, where is the top of your head? It's right here. See? It's right here. Rainbow Gara, new fish? Rainbow Gara. I don't know, if you're talking about a panda Gara, that's not new, but I'm not getting much results for a rainbow Gara. Oh, are you asking me if my new fish is a rainbow Gara? No, well, I got lots of new fish, but I'm just showing this one for now. Look, you could see through it because he's got green in him. How funny is that? Bob, I can't believe you're so willing to show off your forces abilities on the screen. You're clearly levitating that hat. You're missing half your head. Yeah. Story of my life, man. Story of my life. Kyle says, do you agree with raising the temperature of around 85 degrees to increase the metabolism of fry? I don't do it myself, but I'm also not really impatient. I'm perfectly okay with letting them grow at their own pace. Tank Squad 6 says, what's up, Big Steen? So, I wouldn't do it, and I don't do it. New plecos, could be, gonna have to find out tomorrow. The only fish I'm showing off today is this one right here. Alright, I'm not picking him up anymore because he's probably really stressed out. Super chat. Mr. Ken 101, super chat. Let's see if old Ken has a channel here so I can give him a shout out. Nope. Well, Ken, I tried. Thank you very much. That definitely helps. Aquatic Hobbyist says, what's the $10 thing? That means somebody just donated $10 to me. Aquatic Hobbyist. Yep. Someone just donated $10. Harry Lopper Rabbitry, as a new fish breeder, what kind of African cichlids would be the best to start off with? Ones that can sell. I mean, that's not a great answer for you because that seems pretty obvious, right? But you need to go around to all your local fish stores and see what they're selling, what they need, and then breed that. Yeah, mine's at 80 degrees Fahrenheit at the moment, and they're doing awesome. I just wanted his opinion. Yeah, so I don't do it because I don't have room to grow fry that fast. So I like it when my fish grow nice and slow, but otherwise I'd be overrun with fish. There's a new fish breeder, yep. Aquatic Hobbyist. I haven't had time to look at his channel in a while, fortunately. I've said it many times, but I can't wait for this February challenge to be over. And then I'm just going to binge watch all my aquarium channels that I've been ignoring all month. Dwarf Neon Rainbows, minimum tank size. Patrick, I've seen them kept in 20-gallon longs, perfectly alright. I've seen them kept in 20-gallon talls. Not ideal. I think a 20-gallon long would be better. Jennifer says, do you have more tanks through your house? Yep, so I got a tank right here. I got 3 tanks in my bathroom. I got 1 in my bedroom. Joel, I got out of reptiles. It's been about 5 years now. I've been getting the itch though. I really want a carpet python. Is that crypt ballin C, whatever it is? Yes, I believe it is. How much was the Betta fish you got? Kevin, this one, I want to say it was $15. 15-ish. Would I be okay to put a Siamese algae eater with African cichlids? Probably if they're the same size. Siamese algae eaters could probably hold their own as long as they're big. Nicholas says, why did you get out of reptiles and could you ever get any more? I got out of reptiles because of all the regulations the government was putting on it. You couldn't really get the stuff I wanted anymore. It's really starting to frustrate me. And of course, right after I got out of it, because all those regulations came down, now reptiles are stupid expensive. But I don't know, I've been really craving a carpet python. And I'll probably do it. I actually bought a ball python in November, and then like the day after is when my dog got sick, so I had to cancel my order because of an enormous vet bill. Zach's Tank's Crazy Aquarium Guy. I doubled my subscription after you gave me a shout out. Really appreciate it. Hey, if you doubled your subscription, then that was all you. People like your stuff, so that's why I watch it, because I like it. The Nerdy Fish says, I want to buy an Iran Jaya carpet python. Yep. I had a carpet python that was the coolest python ever. And this was probably, I think I got rid of it 6 or 7 years ago. Full grown adult. Super awesome. And like anything, you know, you have something for a long time and then you move on and then you think, oh, I should have never got rid of that. Like I never should have got rid of my mossy leaf-tail plecos. I should have never got rid of my Leachianus geckos. Did I say leaf-tail pleco or leaf-tail gecko? I don't even know. Anybody anybody here watch Breaking Bad? Are there any Breaking Bad fans here? Uh-oh. What's happening? That was weird. Zach, great channel. Love the videos. Yep. Alright, so let me show you what I got here. You gave up on season 2? Let's see if I can do this. Give me a second here. This is a sneak peek for everyone that's here. Uh-oh. Well, I think I just screwed it up. Let me try this again. What is this, a surprise stream? It sure is. Okay, let's try this again. This is just for all the Breaking Bad fans. I don't know. I still think it's pretty cool, even if you don't like the show. Yeah, I like it. I like it a lot. Stelium. Yep. ST is Stelium. Can I use it or to violate copyright laws? I can use it because it's a what is it called? It's like Weird Al Yankovic, you know how he a parody. I can use it because it's a parody. Hey Bob, do you think you will ever get rice fish? Maybe. I have no plans to right now or anytime soon though. But of course, I never planned to get bettas either, and now look, I got one. Yep. Bob, you're on the periodic table? Yep. You guys didn't even know that, did you? Would it be better to use Siamese algae eaters with African cichlids or a pleco? It depends on what your goal is. Like, why do you want it? Are you wanting it for algae, to eat algae? I would rather use adult bristlenose plecos, and that's what I do use. I love seeing the fish swim through your head. Stokes Aquatics, been a while. Hope all are well. Hope you're doing well, or hope you're doing well. It's been a while. More surprise streams shows how often some of your watchers, I'm assuming, spend time on your channel. Why did I get a betta? I don't know, man. I'm falling in love with them. I'm up to 4 of them now. Like I said, if you would have asked me 6 months ago, I would have told you I would never get a betta in my life. Tyler's Tank says, just got a Fluval Fresh 2.0 for my 75-gallon today. Thanks, Corey. I've been eyeballing a 36. I don't know. It's still a lot of money. Travis says, wish I could post pics in the chat. Would show you the pups. Yeah, that would be awesome. I'd love to see him. Zach's Tank's Crazy Aquarium Guide, because bettas are awesome. Why you keep your betta in a cup? You're as bad as pleco. Yep, just because I wanted to show you guys before I put it in the tank. Why do you have LR Brett's tank where the chat used to be? Because I didn't get chat up because this is just a quick stream. So I wasn't too worried about it. I'm only going to be on for like 10 more minutes. And then I have to get back to work. I think 10 more minutes. Yeah, about 10 more minutes and then I have to go. Bob, I'm new to this African cichlids. Oh, do African cichlids eat their eggs and hatch them in their mouth, or do they wait for them to hatch then keep babies in their mouth? So most of them, well, I'm not even going to say most. There's mouth brooders, which keep the eggs in their mouth. And then there's egg layers that once they hatch, then they'll keep them in their mouth for safety. So both. Do you work at home? Nope, I just got a ton of stuff to do in the fish room today. So when I say back to work, I mean back to work in my fish room. Stokes says, I'm sure you can manage more than 10 minutes. I procrastinated my paperwork for 5 hours now. Yeah, but see, I got fish in cups that need to go to their permanent homes. So I can't stay on for the welfare of the fish. Have you kept pitbull plecos? If so, I think somebody asked me that before and I had no idea what they were talking about. So let me look it up again. I think someone had to tell me the scientific name. You mean pit bull pleco? How do I quarantine a 7-inch Mabu puffer in what size tank? If it's just for quarantine, you could probably do it in a 40-gallon. Has your dog ever eaten a dead fish that jumped out of the tank? Nope, not that I know of. But I have found dead fish on the floor. When I'm not here, I keep the door to the fish room closed to keep it heated. LDA 25. Nope, I've never kept an LDA 25. Sorry. Well, that's checkmate for me then. You win. 10 minutes it is. Yep, 8 minutes. So, like blue neons, do they keep them in their mouths or are they just blue neon? I don't know what you mean. I need a scientific name. What new fish? I got some new Betta fish. I got some other fish and some other fish. It's all going to be in tomorrow's video. A massive unboxing video tomorrow. I need some help. I have a tank with some platies and swordtails, but one of my male swordtails has killed like 4 or 5 male platies. What should I do? Get rid of them. Swordtails can be super aggressive. The only thing I do not like about bettas is that people keep them in too general. Keep them too general because they can survive. All fish should thrive. 2 gallons, maybe? Please tell me the difference between neon and cardinal tetras. Cardinal tetras, it goes all the way through their body, whereas neon tetra, the red is only like halfway through. That's the difference in looks. Ken Baker, I'm probably gonna butcher your name. Ken Baker 101's Fish Aquariums. This is my YouTube channel. It is still a work in progress, so mind the dust. There you go. Go check out Ken. Man, I hate butchering your name. Baker, Ken Baker 101. Let's go check out his channel. Let's take a look. Fish log week 1. Got a nice blue shrimp there. Let's take a look at this video. Scientific names are so hard for me. Sometimes I'm curious as to what they look like, but then I don't even know how to spell it. Well, see, Google's smart enough to get you close. If you can get the scientific name close, then Google should be able to figure out the rest. So again, thank you very much, Ken Baker. Yeah, that's just what I'm going to say. 101 Fish Aquariums. I'm watching your video right now. Bob, yesterday my angelfish died. I went to grab my net after I saw him die, but now I can't find him. He's way too big to fit in the filter intake, and none of my fish are fat to show me he was eaten. He was probably eaten by all the fish. Unless it's just in there somewhere and you don't see it. It certainly didn't jump out. I've been feeding tilapia and snails for my Mabu puffer. Is that bad? Snails are like 99% of my puffer's diet. Charles Fish Tank says, Bob, where do your earnings from Super Chat show up in YouTube earnings? Yep. It shows up in 2 spots. It shows up in your analytics under revenue, and it also shows up under community, under the community tab. If you have any tips on the YouTube thing, then tell me. So if you want to learn about YouTube, you have to watch these channels: Video Creators, Video Influencers, and Roberto Blake. Those 3 channels: Video Creators, Video Influencers, and Roberto Blake. Look at those 3 channels and they'll tell you everything you want to know. Cyprichromis leptosoma, do they keep them in their mouths? Yes. They hatch them. They keep the eggs in their mouth, and then they spit them out once they're hatched. Top reasons why people kill their fish. I'm going to say the top reason is for people getting fish too soon before their tank is cycled. Aquatic Hobbyist, right guys, I got to go. See ya. Enjoy the live stream, Bob. Thank you, Aquatics Hobbyist. Always enjoy seeing you. Are all male swordtails aggressive? I have some with angelfish. Not all of them. They're definitely listed, though, as like a semi-aggressive fish. Thanks a million. No, thank you, Ken Baker. Thank you. Check out those channels. I mean, there's some aquarium channels right now that are having huge growth, and it's strictly because they're watching those channels and learning what to do. I'm using RODI water. What mineralization would you use? I do use like Seachem Equilibrium, and then I use Cichlid lake salt, also made by Seachem. Russell Beach, hey Bob, hey Russell, you're just in time. We got 3 minutes left. Charles Fish Tank says, I keep swordtails with my breeding pair of silver angelfish. I've only had one male and a harem of females. The swords don't bother any other fish. There you go. I ordered duckweed, and there was some tiny weird bug looking things on there. Do you know what they are? Nope. And also I found snails in there today. I have no idea where from. The snails probably came in on your duckweed too. As far as the tiny weird bug looking thing, I mean, you really need like a picture. There's so many different things that can be living in your aquarium. Harry says, so how many fish are in a Cypricromus leptosoma breeding colony? I mean, I don't know. The more the better, the more the merrier. So what's the new fish? Neon Tetra, I got a lot of new fish. The only one I showed on the stream was a new Betta fish, but I got 3 new Betta fish, and then I got some other new fish that I'll be showing in tomorrow's video. Taking Corey's advice and using General Cure and erythromycin for new fish. Yep, I just use General Cure. Yesterday, Kaz says, yesterday you recommended the Wet Spot Tropicals to me. I have no idea how their ordering process works. I'm not ordering now, but within the next month I will. Is it just by email, phone? Yeah, I would call them. I wouldn't do it by email, because if you call them by phone, they'll actually walk out and verify their stock. Where if you just email them, sometimes they're kind of lazy. You guys hear that? My dog is angry. Charles Fish Tank says, only through email from them, works very well, fast, responsive. That's not true, because I call them on the phone all the time. Baking soda works in a pinch to buffer pH. Stokes Aquatic, that is correct. Enter name here is getting his comment deleted again. Dog wants to eat some fish. No, my dog wants to eat someone who's too close to my yard. Dang, been cutting wood for 30 minutes and the stream is still going for 1 more minute. 1 more minute, it's all you got. Seraph establishing dominance, yeah. People don't even come to my door anymore, it's great. They are frightened of her. Okay, Bob, thank you. Everything, you are the reason I'm getting started in fish breeding. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of a tough question. Like, if you're starting a breeding colony, the more the merrier. "48 seconds, 47. The pH of my discus tank is slowly falling. It's currently at 6.2. Could I add a bag of crushed coral to my filter? You could, depending on the size of tank and the size of filter. It might not be enough. You might have decaying organics in there will cause your pH to drop. I would definitely probably do water changes until you figure it out. Just keep the pH up. I mean, like you said, you can use baking soda, but that's more of a band-aid. I just noticed your hat. Yeah. But anyways, that's it for me, everyone. I've got to get back to work in the fish room. I've been keeping this guy. I don't know how long I've been streaming, but he's been in this cup now for a couple hours, so he deserves to go in a home. So that's what I'm going to go do. Thanks everyone for stopping by. It was awesome. Thanks everyone for the super chats. That was awesome. And I might do another impromptu stream later in the week, but I'll definitely be here this Saturday at 5 o'clock to do the giveaways, all the giveaways. So come back definitely Saturday at 5.